What's going on YouTube? In this video, we're going to be talking about a situation that I'm having with TCG, and y'all let me know what y'all think and how this should be handled. Just to clarify, I don't know the exact ending yet, so there will be an update, but this is everything that's happened up until now. So on May 27th, I sold a card to someone. It was a $55 card, and I sold it, and I shipped it out immediately that day. To go out with all my other packages because our mail runs around 3 in the afternoon. So expensive card, hurry up and get it packed, shipped, everything, send it on out. On May 30th, customer receives the card. I think nothing of it. June 6th, I get a negative review stating that they did a bin test and they did not like how it looked in light. So they believe it is fake, and I have a negative review now. So with that, I messaged TCG and him. So first TCG saying, what can I do about this negative review? He's claiming it's fake. I claim I didn't send a fake. What do we do in this situation? Because I never had this happen before. So I messaged the buyer and said, hello, sorry that you believe it's a fake. But I don't believe it's fake. So what are we going to do here? I said, I've messaged TCG to get a response to see what they want to do in this situation. He responds back, okay? This was on the 6th or 7th. I don't have the exact date that he left the negative review because TCG removed it immediately. So I say immediately, they removed it after they messaged me and he didn't respond. So immediately being very quickly, but he didn't respond back for, as you're about to hear, until June 29th. So 29 days after he got the card, actually 30 days after he got the card, because May has 31 days. Yeah. So 30 days after he got the card, he responded back to me and said, I request a shipping label and a full refund. And it was damaged by USPS, not by me. That was what he told me. So in that case, I go, okay, well, it's 30 days already. And I responded on June 30th because he sent that message at like 11:30 at night. I wasn't up. So I responded. I said, well, it's after 30 days, first off, so I can't do anything. And TCG wants you to message them. They've already removed the negative feedback from my account because you didn't respond. You took over 3 weeks to respond back. So they want you to message them and y'all can handle it. So he waits. I get no responses. So I'm assuming he's scamming me. And now that he has to go through TCG, he's not going to do it. On July 6th, I get a message at night saying we are looking into claims of a fake card. He is sending it in to us and then we will go from there. So I messaged him back. I said, it's been 37 days since he received the card. So past their 30 days. I said, it's been 37. And what happens with this? And he said, well, he has 30 days from estimated delivery date. The estimated delivery date was June 10th. He sent this request in on June 6th. So he had, in total, he had 3 more days to do this. And so I said, well, now okay, so you're going to let him do that. I said, he's claiming now that it was damaged by USPS and not him, when he clearly said he did a bin test and it failed. So now you're looking at, well, what happens if it gets sent back to me? I can't claim through USPS anymore because he's past the 30 days since delivery. And they're like, well, we handle everything here. Like, we make sure that if we see any patterns or stuff, we message them. We make sure that they don't do it anymore. We can delete their account. It just all depends on what it is. And then I said, well, what about me? I'm like, I'm out the money now because I guess if you say it's real, he gets it back and that's the end of it. But if it's not real, then you're going to send me back a fake card. And I check all of my cards. I check the green dot. I do all the other things. I especially just look at them. At this point now, you can tell when something's a fake. Even if it's a good one, still, there's multiple tests you can do. The reason I say don't ever do a bin test is because even if it's real and you do it slightly wrong, you're going to wind up bending the card. So either way, I'm like, it's been that long. He could have gotten a proxy off Etsy. He could have made a proxy. He could have done so many things and now claim that they're fake. And I'm being stuck with, well, we'll figure it out if it's fake or not. And if it is fake, he eventually said that you will not lose out money on this sale. So I don't know if they're claiming like they pay it out of their pocket and then I get, because the rule is I get a mark on my account if it's fake. And after so many marks, they delete your account and, whatever. And I'm like, well, that's not okay with me because you've let him keep the card for 37 days, 36, whatever it is at this point. So at this point, I could have made a proxy. I could have put anything fake in there to get it by. So I don't know. I'm waiting on it now. Basically, TCG, the guy or person, whoever's messaging me, he's telling me they handle things with grace and whatever. And the fact that he waited this long, he could have missed my message or he could have missed their messages to send the card to them. He could have done so many things. So I'm like, well, that doesn't really work for me, that you could be messing with my livelihood by giving me not even just the negative. A negative is bad enough. A negative saying I sell fakes is even worse. And then taking 55, 60 bucks from me by the end of it because I'm out of shipping and letting him wait 40 days to do it is where it's coming into a problem for me. So hopefully whatever he sends in, he does send in a real card and they're like, yeah, this is a real card and not fake. So you're going to get the card back. And yeah, because I wouldn't be, like, if it's real and they're like, well, yeah, but he still wants to return it because it's damaged, I wouldn't accept, I'm going to figure out how not to accept it. If he would have done it in a timely manner, meaning, like, just so you know, I have a Cloud Midgar. It did get damaged in shipping, and the guy told me immediately. And I said, hey, cool, can you send me a picture? He sent me a picture. I always, before this, he never said it was nothing like that. He just said it got damaged. I said, hey, I'm going to send you a label, and when I get it back, because that is their rule, you send the label, and when you receive the card back, you issue a refund. He said, okay. I said, but hey, can you just send me some pictures real quick? I'm going to send you the label. I just need the picture so I can submit a claim to USPS before we reship it. And then they're like, well, I guess they wouldn't know that I shipped the card again, but, whatever. He sent me a picture, definitely damaged. I said, yes, you're good to go. I sent in a USPS thing. They refunded the card within 2 days. Also, it does look way worse than this. On the back, you can't really tell, but there's like 3 splotches on the back where something mangled it. And then this is how straight I've gotten it after days of pressing it. So he did that. Send me my card back, got a full refund, no problems at all, nothing. He didn't even leave a negative review. He messaged me first, and then we did the, refund and all that. So again, that's how things should work. Like, message your buyer first. If they're completely unreasonable, yes, leave a negative review. I get that. I've left one negative review in my life, and it's from a card company that refunded my entire order and then claimed it was because their new person messed up, which is fine. I'm not against a new person messing up. I have had that happen with my orders. I'm against that. I was like, okay, so you have none of the cards that I ordered? And it was a very big order. This is why it was kind of weird to me. He was like, yeah, I don't have any of those. I'm not. And then I said, are we sure it's not because of how many cards I ordered and how expensive the order is? And then finally he said, well, yeah, they have them listed too low. Then I left the negative. You said, like, before it was a mess up, now it's, yeah, the cards are listed too low, which they weren't. They're no-name rares, and I had ordered a ton of them, and whatever. So he just didn't want to pull it. And that's where I got a little annoyed. I did delete the negative review because I don't even like doing that. I know this is people's livelihood, and this is how I make money, so I don't ever want to leave negative reviews on people. But there's certain ways to handle them, and this one I feel like is being handled completely wrong. Now, if they do say it's a fake and I get to keep my money, I'm still mad, but at least I didn't lose out on my money. And if they're like, it's real, but he can still return it, I'm going to have to fight that in some way because I can't file anything anymore. He even claimed in his message, or not in his message, in his review that he damaged it. So I'm like, what are we doing? Anyways, thanks for watching. Sorry for rambling here at the end. Just more of a kind of annoyed with the situation and don't know what to do. My thing is, I got to keep selling. I mean, this is my full-time job. I can't just stop because something happened. But it is something that I guess I need to learn from, and I don't know how I can avoid this anymore. I mean, I know to check the cards, make sure they're real, but if they're letting anybody return it, it kind of just seems like have a proxy ready and you can do this to people, which I don't think is quite fair. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace out.